Hi, I'm Alina.
And I'm April, and we are Dear Darby. We're doulas and childbirth educators.
Tonight's topic is pain relief in childbirth. So we're going to talk about a couple natural ways to relieve pain as you are laboring. Some of you might be wanting an unmedicated birth, and this is perfect. And others that want an epidural, you still have to have a little bit of time before you can get your epidural. So you'll want to employ these tactics.
And even when you are induced, typically you need to get to a certain active labor stance before you can have an epidural. So it's great to know and have ways that you can
help relieve pain in your labor.
So here's just a few. Number one, water. Water is natural's, they call it nature's epidural, because it is wonderful. It hugs all the right spots. It's warm, it's relaxing, and it feels really nice when you're in labor.
Yes. So if you are feeling tense at all, go ahead and get into a nice warm tub, and you will feel, or a shower, and you'll feel that stress relief happen almost instantly.
Going along with that, relaxation is really, really helpful to diminish any intensity of pain. And so it's the same concept of kind of leaning into the feeling of pain, or instead of resisting it. So when you relax as you have a contraction, as you relax into it, relax all your muscles, it actually becomes less intense.
Yes. Your pain receptor sites aren't so strong. They just, because you can't be tense and relaxed at the same time. So if you will relax your body and relax your muscles, then your uterus can do its job even more effectively and open and get that baby coming as soon as possible.
Going along with relaxation, breathing. Breathing is super important because it will help inhibit
initiate relaxation.
It will initiate relaxation, but it will inhibit the release of stressor hormones. So if you are feeling the intensity of a contraction start, if you continue to breathe, our initial reaction is to hold our breath and to kind of resist and tense up against the pain and the intensity that we're feeling. If we continue to breathe, if you just keep breathing long, deep breaths into your belly, into your gut, keep them deep breaths, then it actually will help your relaxation.
Yeah, and it will inform your body that you're okay. Because when your body tenses and gets really stressed out, when you don't have enough oxygen, and when you get scared, you don't breathe. So if you will just keep breathing and know that these waves of contraction are going to come and go, that you're safe. And if you just keep focusing on your breath, not only will it direct your attention somewhere else, but it will tell the body you're okay, it's okay, and you will be able to relax more deeply into your labor, thus, again, getting your baby here more quickly and efficiently.
So as doulas, one of our favorite relaxation techniques, or I guess pain relieving techniques, is counter pressure. So that is physical. You would need the help of a companion or support person or spouse or somebody to have physical counter pressure on your body. Having an intense, like if you think about when you like hit your body, or you hit your arm and it hurts, you immediately put your hand there, and it provides counter pressure, which actually helps diminish the pain receptors in your body and your mind. And so having somebody's hands, especially on your hips, we love the double hip squeeze, is a personal favorite of ours to do. Around the hips, you hug the hips, the support person hugs the hips on both sides, kind of pulling in and pushing up that pelvis, and helps to kind of on the outside create some counter pressure for the intensity that the uterus is kind of pushing back. So it helps really relieve and reduce any sort of pain.
Yes. Another is a back. So going along with the counter pressure, you can do a back press just right along the sacrum of the spine. A knee press, just pushing your knees into your hips and opening up the pelvis.
Again, all this would be helpful, or is needing to be done by a support person.
Yes, this is support person roles. And then just the next thing we want to talk about are just some comfort measures, things that you can do to help progress your labor. And number one is movement, just moving, getting up, walking around the room, walking down the halls, just changing your positioning it can help move that baby, shift that baby down into the pelvis.
Because a lot of times what happens is pain, like especially if it's intense, sharp pain, it typically means that the baby's in a malposition, or a position that's not super great. They're coming down a little sideways on their head, or like on your pelvis or on your pubic bone or something, where they're not positioned super great. And so as you move your body, walk down the hall or up the stairs, or shift your body, roll around on the ball, that's actually helping to open and move your pelvis so that the baby moves down, and it can decrease the intensity and pain that you're feeling.
So move. And the next thing is a light touch massage. Everyone, it's called an effleurage. It's light
like
touch.
Nice.
To show you. It's just
so
a nice touch going up and down the arms, up
using
the neck,
back of the hands.
It's very soft. So it just stimulates the nerve endings in your skin, and it provides some relief because it initiates relaxation, as well as it helps divert your attention to something else.
And it does feel really nice, especially as you're trying to relax. Specifically at the beginning of your labor, definitely have somebody use that light touch massage. And you can even do it while you're pregnant and practicing relaxation techniques.
And a couple of things you can ask your care provider, your doula or support person, is for a TENS unit and nitrous oxide. So a TENS unit is it's for back pain. It's a electrical stimulation, and that you would just put the pads along your hips and your back, and it provides some electrical stimulation that helps with pain relief, and it again diverts your attention to something else.
And relaxation of the muscles as well.
Mostly the muscles, yes. And then nitrous oxide or laughing gas, that can be provided from, it just takes the edge off, and that can be provided from your care provider in hospital or out of hospital.
Yes.
And the last thing is birth education class. Childbirth education is so good because it's preparing your mind for your birth specifically. And so as you can move forward knowing what you're doing and what you're preparing for.
It gives you more confidence, and plus wraps your mind around what's going to happen and how it's going to happen and how best to prepare yourself for it. So you tend to shift your mind, and your mind is actually one of the most influential parts of your body, as you, which is crazy to think, because you're thinking like, oh, my body's just taking over, right? Like it's growing a baby, I don't even have to think about it, and it can birth a baby without even having to think about it. And that's exactly right. Your body knows what to do. So if you can actually get your mind out of it and let it take over, and trust that your body can do it, and that's specifically helpful through a childbirth education class, and again, helping you to mind around what's going to happen and go into it with the feeling of being prepared and having some confidence, and that will actually decrease a lot of the pain that you would actually initially feel in the fear that you might have. So
these are a lot of options for you. We do a lot of education on our YouTube channel. You follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Dear Darby. Check us out, deardarby.com.
We also have an online education class called Unmedicated Birth Academy, which we love and is fantastic. We open it up for enrollment only once a quarter. So look for that.
For our summer session will be coming in June. So subscribe to our email list,
and you'll be getting more information on that, along with just free information. We give a lot of free information. So we go really into depth and really teach you and help you build your confidence to go into labor with some great tools. So
thank you.
Have a good night.